What's happening, world? What's happening, world? I am still Cam, and this is still the Real Resilience Talk podcast. I'm coming to you where I'm coming to you from the East Coast, getting all up in you from Virginia. These are the sounds of Monchichi Rex. Also goes by the name as Pelocino. New album out, Humble and Hungry. I'm telling you, you got to check it out. I'm biased. My favorite track is Zero Step, but there's that. Got this book right here that's still on sale on the Amazon. All Things Considered, 33 Gems of Resilience, written by yours truly and my brother Corey. Will help me with editing because it looked like a child wrote it at first, but then he got in there and edited it, and now it's somewhat decent. But without further ado, man, just know always that we are sponsored by Nobody, baby. And
who can love you like me?
Nobody, man. You just gotta get your that Keith Sweat screechy voice. I wanna, yeah. Like, I don't know.
Makes you feel right.
That's right. That's what I'm saying.
Right, right?
But remember, this show is no reflection of, endorsement from any official organization to include the Department of Defense. This is just two, in this case, card-carrying Americans using our First Amendments, all right? Nobody here is a doctor. Nobody here is a lawyer. We're just some humans trying to figure this shit called life out. I always tell y'all what resilience is to me. That is, ain't about you hit, it's about you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's to me, right? But everybody has their own definition of it. So we're going to get into it. We're going to get in. I got a fucking... no lie, y'all, a superhero of mine, and not all superheroes wear capes. If you follow me on social media, I constantly use that as a just a
You can see me wearing a cape this weekend at the Renaissance Fair.
whoop there. That is whoop there. That is. But in all sincerity, man, this is somebody I look up to. I admire, a comedian, a person connected to service. Is just a light wherever he goes, man. I really appreciate and respect this guy. I got the one, the only Isaac Ignacio Bennett on the show with us today. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Yes.
What's up?
My
How
blood
are you
pressure.
guys doing? How is the resilient talk? Are you considering all things before you move your life forward? I'm very, very excited to be here. A lot of fun. I've been on the weirdest podcast tour as of late, and I can't tell you how excited and nervous I've been to do your show.
Really?
Oh, 100%. I just did New Orleans, and we did New Orleans and then Austin, and I did about 14 episodes of my show out there.
Wow.
Came back here, did Helltown Radio with Abe. Shout out Abe, love him to death. That was an absolutely amazing time. I did Bucket Boys with Gunner and Zach. That episode just dropped today.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely amazing, fun
Where'd you
time.
get that one at?
Gunner Comedy. So Gunner's out of I met him in Charlottesville. He runs the Don't Tell comedy scene out there.
Okay.
Don't Tell, one of the biggest fucking comedy brands in the game right now. They have a bunch of local shows that they run, and he produces that one. I just was with Abe, and Abe was like, hey, I'm going to go out there. This guy also has a podcast. So I reached out to him to do my show. We did it in the hotel room. They invited me back to do their show at their studio.
Damn.
It was a fucking blast. One of the most fun I've had on a podcast. Yeah,
that's
I
dope.
just listened to it back yesterday, and holy malarkey, we that was a lot of fun.
Malarkey.
And then did that, and then just 2 days ago went out to Catamount Lounge to introduce the bartenders there because they got nominated as some of the best bartenders in Virginia. And so I've been on a fucking podcast tour, and this is not the last stop because there's so many more stops beyond this, but this has just been for me the end of my little tour here, and I'm like, you have no idea how excited and how nervous I am about doing this show.
Really, man. Really,
we're funny guys. We mentioned that I met this guy through comedy.
Yeah,
man.
that's right.
He's one of my favorite people in comedy because there's so much raw, unfiltered honesty when you're on stage, and you see that. And it's one of these things that when a dog recognizes a dog, you're like, oh, this isn't just comedy.
And then we sniff each other's asses. Yeah.
No, it's one of these I got into comedy 14 months ago, and I didn't get into it because I wanted to do comedy. I was just working through my own trauma, and I saw that in you too, and I was just like, oh, I like this guy. Not because you're funny, because you're fucking hilarious.
Thanks,
but
bro.
I can see just another wandering soul. I'm like, oh shit, we're out here just looking at the stars, trying to find our way back to the sea.
That's right.
And I love it. So I adore you. I'm so happy to be here.
Man,
I'm very excited, and I appreciate your love and your friendship. So thank you.
Yes, always, man. Like it or not, we all we got, and I love you, bro. I definitely admire this, man. I'm telling you, one of the most talented artists. I think what Bruce Lee has said. I know he said, to live is to express, and to express you have to create. And you define that, bro, in so many ways. So I appreciate you being here. You ain't got to be nervous about this. This is a total riff. Most people don't listen to this show and don't like it, and that's okay. I don't care. Guess what you could do? You could pick another show to listen to.
What's up with the 2 front door situation? I was so
confused.
confused.
I don't know, dog.
Okay.
We live in like the Section 8 part. Like there's like real houses in this neighborhood.
You live in if this is Section 8,
if you
Trump is doing something right, and
but
it's not. So what are we
if
doing?
you compare it to the other like you know traditional looking houses, we're in like a weird townhouse situation. But yeah, I don't know why. So this room, I do know why, because these houses was intended for if you're handicapped and you have a business out of your home. Hell of a fucking hell of an archetype.
Tax write off. Yes,
I'm not. I don't have a business and I'm not handicapped yet.
Is this not an LLC? Not yet.
Not yet. No.
I forgot the name of my tax guy. On Snapchat, he goes by Jon Snow. Oh, what is his name? I don't know. You register, man. Register.
I'm definitely thinking about it.
Yeah, this is an office space for your studio. This is where you create. Yeah.
And this is like you see the backdrop. This is where I practice my shitty stand up and write the books.
We're in a comedy club right now, guys. This is a comedy club.
Well, the whole idea behind that is for anybody watching the video, y'all have seen me before if you're listening, but we have the bricks, right? And to me, every solid comedy scene that's traditionally like somewhere I want to be at and I admire always got bricks behind it. And then also like what Will Smith said, so it's a reminder to me everywhere I look around that it ain't about you building a wall, it's about how you can lay the next brick. Okay. And brick by brick, it adds up. So that's kind of, for me, it's like a conviction. Every time I see it, like, how are you adding your bricks? Great, you got that wall, but what you building now? You know what I mean? So that's what it is for me. But speaking about what it is for us and all that kind of stuff, this is the Real Resilience Talk podcast. I think we're on episode 66 over. And
oh shit, we're 2/3 the devil. Okay.
So that's us right there. There it is, right?
66. I don't know.
Here we are. I don't know.
Route 66. That's a better one. Is that better? Is that better? Did I go too dark on that already? Damn.
I love it. But it's real. And that's what you get on this show. You're going to get real. And you might hear some bad words, but I know you're going to hear some good words, 2 or 3 or 4 or more. But starting out, bro, I got to ask, and you can go about this however you want to. What is your background? And also, what is resilience to you? And you can answer that however you want to.
Well, background first, because the resilience thing is, I know it opens up a lot for you. Background. So military brat. My dad, 30. Didn't do 30 years. I let him know this all the time. Hey, fucking loser. 29 years and 10 months.
What's up, Pop?
Couldn't make it to 30. And it was just the GS position opened up, and they're like, hey, it's not going to be open if you wait. And he's like, I fucking run it.
He's one of the few and proud, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. Hey, he's not as proud as your boy, you know. I got a lot of pride. That's too much pride. Marine. My dad's a Marine. I love the background. I love growing up on Marine Corps bases. I've been Fort Belvoir is where we finished our stop, which isn't a Marine Corps base. You could tell immediately because like they have all their teeth. All right, cool. But grew up a lot in Pendleton and Camp Kinser, Okinawa, where you and I were there at the same time, apparently.
Yeah, and didn't even know it. Yeah.
He wasn't trolling for 13-year-old boys, so we didn't get to meet. Which was upsetting because I was so cute. I was so cute then, man. I was just like, man, good. And it just wasn't
good. Yeah, thank you on that for this guy gave me one of the most awesome gifts ever when I did his podcast that him and Corporate Nick do. Love you, Nick. Happy late birthday to you. But Corporate Nick and this man do right here. It might be a fake birthday. Is it a fake birthday?
No,
I don't know. But on their show, Bargoyles is an amazing podcast, and they give a lot of just a platform for really good artists to share themselves and then just show that people are out here trying to do good things. So that's cool. He had me on the show, probably the most unlistened to show ever.
No, Joe Pacino's was. Don't worry. You're fine.
But yeah, man. So shout out to Bargoyles. But he gave me one of the best shirts ever. And on there is a Campbell's can, and he always themes the shirt and makes it personalized to the guest. So there's a Campbell's can, and it says good on that shit. So shout out. Bargoyles. I should have worn it today.
It's a one of one. No, but you're wearing a shirt that's very specific to today, correct?
Yes. Yeah. Today's the 62nd anniversary, or yesterday was. I don't know. I can't remember the exact date, but yesterday or today. Dr. King, Million Man March, and I Have a Dream speech. So there's that.
Yeah. No, I wanted to get you said that happy birthday. I felt like such a dick. So on the way down to Front Royal, it's an hour-and-a-half drive. Nick and I, we like bringing the show on the road. It's one of our favorite things to go to a bar
really cool.
and record it at the bar. Shout out Catamount. Thank you for having us on. On the way down there, Nick mentions, he goes, yeah, it was my birthday. And we did a thing. I was like, oh shit, it was your birthday, man. That's amazing. He's like, yeah, it was yesterday. I was like, fuck. And he goes, I was like, man, I am so sorry, bro. And he goes, don't worry, bro. here's the thing: is it's 3 years in a row that you've done this, and I was like, okay, so I'm consistent. Like I've known this guy for a decade, but we've been super close the last like 2 going on 3 years now. So I'm like, all right, cool. You know, he's managed his expectations. Be like, Isaac is not the guy who's gonna like 12:01 a.m. Hey man, I love you, happy birthday. But like, I'm gonna be there for you no matter fucking what.
That's
so,
true.
You know,
That's true.
He expressed that love to me on the way we're driving down, and I was like, shit, man, I feel like a dickhead. He's like, no, don't. Thank you. So, Nick, some people remember your birthday.
We remember
it's
your
very
birthday,
important.
Nick.
It's
We
very
remember,
important.
yeah.
I'm an idiot.
But I love Nick. But Nick will always find some way to make you feel like a dick. So, and it's really cool how he does that.
So
That's a skill, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's a skill. I hang out with Nick for like 5 minutes. I'm like, man, I'm stupid as shit, dog. I ain't corporate like Nick. Nah, good man. Good man.
Well, that's
Happy
what
late
corporate
birthday.
does, man. Corporate reminds you. You're like, oh yeah, are you having fun? You having fun? Let's dial it back.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, let's put a
speaking of going back, background, father Marine, grew up everywhere. Most of my childhood, elementary school, middle school, high school, all in Okinawa, where this guy was at. I was on the southern part of the island. I'm assuming you're probably up north.
I was actually on mainland, up in Iwakuni.
Oh, Iwakuni,
the real island. Like it's not an island, but you might
like
for Americans, you might as well be on an island.
Yeah,
because Okinawa sometimes is just like West San Diego. It's so Americanized, right?
Yes.
They have
We
like
love
drive-throughs. I love it. Yeah, they have drive-throughs, and it's very. When I went down there, I was like, "This is not Japan. This is something different." It's a very hybrid American.
I tell Americans where I'm like, "Hey, I grew up in Japan." Japan. I grew up in the Hawaii of Japan.
There you go.
Okay,
that's exactly right.
It's 400 miles south.
Yes, right.
It's still associated. You know,
it's beautiful,
different.
man.
But
it's a beautiful place. I do love how the cultures intertwined so much there. And then you're right, it is kind of, I know all of Europe, and like, I mean, when I was there was a lot of people that looked like me but didn't sound like me, and I didn't know that it is like the Hawaii for a lot of people in that part of the world. They go there and they summer vacation and stuff like that. But yeah, shout out Okinawa, man, great place.
After Okinawa, got here when I was 17, did my senior year at Alexandria, and very interesting. Very like, you growing up in military community, you think everything is just like copacetic. People, you know, there are rules passed on like why we all blend and work well together. Like I genuinely thought racism was something that happened in textbooks in the 60s. I was like, oh yeah, Martin Luther King. Yeah, obviously we're done with that. We're done because I grew up on a military base. I grew up with just Americans who were firstly Americans. They weren't African American. They weren't Spanish. They weren't Asian. They were just Americans. And I grew up in a place, Japan, where they're like, what are you? I was like, oh, I'm Filipino. They're like, American. I was like, Filipino, American. I was like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we are. Yeah,
you are. Cool. You are right. You are right. All right, totally cool. Then I got here, and one of the first instances I had out down Alabama, Gulf Shores, little 13-year-old kid getting a henna tattoo with the Confederate flag.
Whoa.
2007. He's like, you don't belong around here. I'm like, oh shit, this shit is still out here.
It still happens.
Yeah, man. All right, cool. Shit. Wow. Yeah. It's not cool to be backwards, but people still are. So yeah. But then I've been here since 2007, 2008, and I've been in Virginia ever since.
2 up, 2 down. What's up?
Peace up, A-Town down. Shout out Usher. Yeah, no, and I've been here ever since. I did a bunch of theater work, acting work. Bartending is my heart and my soul. And now I do stand-up comedy, and that's where I met this fucking lovely gentleman.
Yeah, man.
Now we're here, just fucking, being conduits for energy and receivers and antennas of light and fun. And so we're out here.
Yeah, that's right. That's a good way of looking at it. Antennas and receivers and conduits of light. Ooh, I like that shit.
Well, so my biggest thing I've been like falling in love with is lighthouses. I don't know what it is. One day it just clicked for me, lighthouses, because coming from the bartending world and like not being in it, I left it in the most Icarus way possible. And then now I'm here doing comedy and I'm realizing the similarities between the two. I'm like, we as performers we're lighthouses for people. Like when you have that lost wandering soul who's in a dark bar on a Tuesday night at 7:00, just like fucking everything is wrong, and then you just hear some open micer make a joke that resonates. You're like, fuck, yes, that was good. Yes. I like that. And so like to those lost wandering sailors, like we are the lighthouses, the arbingers of like, hey, keep it fucking going. Don't stop.
Yeah.
Don't stop. Just because you're not okay doesn't mean you have to continue to be not okay. You
Fuck
know?
Yes.
I read the book. What's up, dog? And so we do that. But I've been also dealing with the fact that like ships don't dock at lighthouses. They go to the port. And so I'm like, I've always felt like, hey man, I'm the light of people's lives. I'm doing this. I'm pouring you your drinks. I'm making you laugh. We're having a good time. We're doing the podcast. But then they just go past the lighthouse, and then they go to the city. They go to Baltimore. They go to port cities, and that's where they find the real Rasputin. I'm like, all right, that's my resilient tour. That's my resilient torch I got to hold. Where I'm like, all right, cool. If that's my role I got to play, I'll be that light. But to be the light, you also got to burn.
Ooh, man.
Hey, this guy, read the fucking book. Read the book, guys. Okay, if you haven't read the book, there's a lot of gems.
Speaking of which, dude, this guy ate me up on stage. And when comics joke each other, it's the biggest sign of love. So he introduces me one night. I think it was the roast. It was the roast. Yeah, it was roast. So he roasted me a little bit. Yeah. he said, yeah, Cam wrote a book. And I was like, oh shit. Like, Cam wrote a book. And he's like, and you see it in the video. He's like, it's more like a fucking pamphlet.
So the joke, hold on. Don't butcher my material, bro.
Don't fuck with my material.
I was like, yo, shout out Coach Cam Campbell. Love Coach Cam Campbell. Not only is he a Marine, he's also an author. But I really knew he was a Marine when he called this a book.
Yes.
Like, that was the joke. It's a good read. It's a good read.
I love it.
Doesn't need to be long, whatever.
No.
I've known some girls who've had the best time of their life with 30 seconds with me. You had fun. I know you did.
Yeah,
so,
you got you.
You got yours.
Oh man, I loved it though. It was so funny. I like one to be acknowledged by a comic you respect, and to be dissed on. It's not disrespect. It's like hilarious. It's a lovely. It is. And if somebody's not fucking with you, then they don't really like. Whoever went up there and didn't get roasted at all, either they said don't roast me at all, or nobody really had them that being that inch. You know what I'm saying? Like
sorry,
it's
Pat. It's
a
kidding.
no. Joe fucking murdered
so
him.
Bad.
Oh my God.
Really
yeah. No, he definitely got roasted. Everybody loves Pat.
No, but I've had that situation before because, like, if I'm in a room, I don't really know what I.
Yeah, that's a dog. That's a Shih Tzu. Everybody.
It sounded like Dad.
Yeah.
Go, activate mode. No. If you're a comic in a room and everyone's getting made fun of, and then you're just waiting, you're like, I can't wait for them to make fun of me, and then they don't. You're like, I'm gonna go kill myself.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Like it really like. What did Dwayne say? He said, if you close your eyes while Cam's talking, you can smell Hennessy. Bro, I was fucking dying. Oh my God, man. Like that was the biggest diss ever. And I loved every second of hearing it. But
I've made a joke about this guy at Shevitz's room where I say, like, he looks like he's from Boondock Saints, but if you close your eyes, he's from Boondocks, the TV show. It's like, oh, all right, yeah.
It's the hat. I wanted to use that and I wanted to steal that, but I was like, I'm not going to be a hack. I'm not going to be a thief, but that shit is hilarious.
No,
it's fucking money.
Please take that. Please. For the love of God, don't throw it at me. Don't like, oh, my friend, no. Like, I've had this conversation with other comics. It's like, I'm not the strongest writer, but I'm really good at, like, roasting. Like, I'm really good at just, like, bam, boom. Yeah, bam, you, bam, that. So, like, if I'm not like, hey, y'all know Coach K. He'd be like, they're not gonna get it. So like that worked.
Who the fuck is
that
Coach
joke works
Cam?
for you. Take it, please. For the love of God.
Well, hey, y'all heard it right here. He co-signed it. He said I could, so I'm about to be a hack and attack on that.
Hack and attack. That's
right. I'm talking about. Yeah, man. Hack a shack, hack attack on a mic on right there. Give it back. Thank you, sir. I'll give you something for it. I don't know, but I'm not as cool as you to give you a shirt. But we're here and we're gonna eat some chow after this. I know that we're gonna grub.
Very excited.
Yeah, man.
I didn't eat my lunch today,
so you ready?
I made a nice little breakfast and I brought some and then I got to work and I was like, it was almost like 2-3 o'clock where I hadn't eaten my lunch yet, and I was like, no, you're waiting. You're waiting. Yeah. Somebody flexed. They were like, yo, it ain't that Bama shit. It ain't that mama shit, but it's good. And I was like, I love good.
We got a white trash diet around here. You know what I'm saying? So you got to try it. It's a white trash diet. What's
Shout
up?
Out Anthony Bourdain. I love this guy to death. One of my legends, one of my icons. Yes. He's always said, I will take home cooked food over a Michelin star any day.
Yeah, no.
Any day.
Yeah, no.
As a guy who does quotes. This guy does quotes. He loves quotes.
I love Anthony Bourdain, man.
What is your favorite quote? If you had to pull like one.
One? It's funny you asked that. My daughter asked me that same question on the show, and it would have to be "This too shall pass."
This too shall pass. Okay.
Yeah.
You put that twice.
Yeah, I did on purpose, and I wrote that in the book. I wasn't just trying to fill up pages. I was actually it was on purpose with purpose because for me it is a. People might think of it as why you're just enduring something, but no, it's for the good times too. Like this moment right here.
Okay, I wanted to comment on that. Yeah,
this moment right here that we're sharing and being with somebody I love, and I know love has love for me too. It's spiritual to me, right? So you're connecting, right? And that's the number one protective factor against a lot of harmful behaviors, to include death by suicide, is connection. So for me, but in the back of my mind, I'm cognizant and conscious of the fact that this too shall pass. So it makes me want to be in the moment, enjoy it, be grateful for it, But now when something goes off and doesn't, feel good, and it's not a good moment, I do also know that this too shall pass, right?
Yeah.
And it really does, man. Time don't stop, and no matter what, like, time's gonna win. It's just the way it is.
That was one thing that really harkened for me when I read your book. This too shall pass. I've heard this too shall pass a million different times. Everyone has talked about that. They've referenced it, but they only reference it with a bad. They always are like, oh yeah, no, this will pass. Hey, you're a Titans fan. This will pass.
This will pass.
I'm like, come on, man, is Kim word the truth? I don't know.
We're gonna see.
It's one of these situations, but you really talk and you open up, and when you brought it back into the book, the callback comics, you really messaged and made sure to drive that point. Like, no, it's the good times too.
It is.
It's the good times too, and I love that too because my coin that I usually carry with me, it's my other bag, memento mori.
That's right.
That's right. This moment, it's gone.
What is? Yeah. Tell it to the listeners, man. Memento mori. That's Marcus Aurelius
mori,
right
man.
There.
It's not Seneca. I know this man over here loves his stoicism. He loves all that shit. And I enjoy stoicism as well. The Daily Stoic was one of my favorites. Reading that and realizing that, like, this moment, hey, it is dead.
It's dead.
Bam. That's never going to happen again.
Never.
It's never going to happen again. Never. And what you need to do is understand that and don't mourn that, but realize that that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It's so, death can be beautiful. Shout out to all my goth ladies. Death can be beautiful. What's up, ladies? Death can be beautiful. And it's one of those things where you're like, all right, once you realize that, you're going to start living more in that moment instead of thinking about like, oh man, no, it'll pass.
Yeah.
It'll all pass, and let's just keep moving and having a great time and trying to be the light that, we need to be. That, that's whoever you believe up top is like commending you to be. So.
Yeah. No, I firmly believe in that, man. And again, what you said earlier about, and he quoted Dr. Viktor Frankl there. Anybody out there, I plug it all the time, but A Man's Search for Meaning. You may not like all of it, but I guarantee you'll pull something from that. And when you realize that man's history, but he survived 4 to 5 concentration camps, whole family wiped out. And the man said, what is to give light must endure burning. It flipped that. I've always heard that. This little light of mine, every let it shine, be a light.
We've all heard that part. We've all heard that part.
But you don't hear that, a light bulb or the sun itself is on fire and it's burning, right? And the things that give light, which may include us, is having to burn a little bit to be that light, to be that lighthouse. Like that filament in that bulb is on fire, right? That wick at the candle is burning, that light right there, right? But in order to be a light, you have to sometimes endure the burning. Not always, obviously, but that's part of being a light. So it helped me reframe the struggles, as in to endure them and embrace them and not be like, oh, woe is me. But no, you can take it and use it, make a message and help someone else through it.
I think one of my favorite takeaways from All Things Considered, the book that he read, go fucking purchase it.
I didn't set him up for this. I promise this.
It's genuine. I believe it. I love it so much. The idea that, like, you never look at the sword is never one-sided, and it never is. But we so much so try to hold on to the one side of the sword and just be like, all right, cool. This too shall pass. The burning candle is great. I'm like, no, it still has to burn. And I think this book really addresses, like, there are negatives and positives in life, and if you aren't looking at both of them and you aren't trying to address both of them and be a better human being, it's not going to work.
No,
it just isn't. And so many of these style of books where it's the 87-page reader, the 127-page reader, you're like, oh yeah, oh, I am great and I should be better. Like, no. You are great. You are. But you're also an asshole, and you need to address that, and you need to look at that. And that's what I've loved so much about the read of All Things Considered, because most of these kind of, not self-help books, but most of these in that kind of genre just want to address and pretend like, hey, it's all good and it's going to be good. I'm like, no, man, there's two sides of this, and realize that and learn from it and understand. And that's what I appreciated so much about the read.
Yeah. Thank you, man. I really, really appreciate that. And it was on purpose, everyone, why it's so short, because I've realized in my own life, I got a bookshelf over there, all the big books, I have them on the I'm fixing to read one day list.
Fixing to read.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna read that one day, because you get intimidated or you lose, if it's too dense, if it's too thick, like you lose focus on it. So I was like, how can in this world have something that's tangible, something that gives somebody something to chew on, digest in their own way, but it's not like they have to spend a whole much time doing it. Like that Daily Stoic book you talked about by Ryan Holiday. That's where I got the idea for this, was because Ryan Holiday gives you a little bit of something of stoicism, breaks it down in his perspective, and then that's the whole day. And sometimes reading it is one page for that day. And I love that book over there. Right, one shout out, one of my heroes of all time, Bernie Mac. He has a book called I Don't Care If You Like Me, I Like Me, and it's a daily. You know what I mean? So it's digestible, but also Marine Corps doctrinal publications are always 100 pages or less, and they're this exact same size. And going after a target audience, right, of veteran service members, people connected, people with short attention spans, which tend to be more like me than not. That's who the target was. So I appreciate you getting that. But it is a damn pamphlet if you really think about it. That's why I sell it so cheap.
That's why I like, one of my favorite Bibles in the book is James. It's one of those like you can just sit down and read.
That's
it. It's one of those, because I haven't thought about it in like the soldier aspect, but it's one of those like, no, like if you are preparing to go into battle, whatever that battle is for you, whether it is fucking, oh shit, I got a jiu-jitsu match against a brown belt, or it's just, I need to go to the grocery store and not feel bad about myself.
Yeah.
We all have those battles, and you can't sit down for 4 hours, for 5 hours, for 6 hours.
Not today.
Just prepare for that. If you can just sit in your car and look through, this is the fucking book for you.
Thanks,
all things considered, 100%. Like, I sat in my car today and reread some more of it, and I was just like, yeah, it's something you want to keep on your persons, because you never know when those battles are coming.
They're coming.
But you got to prep. As a soldier of life, as a soldier in the real world, as you were, you got to prep. You can't just, you can't walk into fights.
And it's better to stay ready and not get ready, right? Because then we get ourselves caught off guard, and then it hits even harder. So, and like Epictetus said, speaking of a Stoic, what ought one to say as each hardship comes? I was practicing for this. I was training for this. And I try to keep that, we obviously can't prepare for everything, because life is just, life be lifing, as the great poets say, right? But how do we endure those things? Well, I think the Marine Corps, if I can remember right, they describe resilience as to basically endure something without becoming significantly affected or impaired, right? And because we're going to go through stuff, it's not if but when, but how can we use that and fuel that, but have the calluses to endure that? And I think calluses are on our souls and on our brains as well. Shout out David Goggins for that one, callous your mind. But yeah.
I think that's what I like so much about All Things Considered was your ability to balance like stoicism quotes and like more modern quotes, because a lot of times you can get really inundated reading these kind of styles and books where you're like, all right, cool, it's all of this or it's all of that. But here's the thing is like we're not that. We're the colors of every person who we've ever painted.
It's true.
And it's like we're stuck in it. So to just go, all right, I'm all blue, like no, you're not all. There's a little bit of everything, and that's what I like a lot, because like I love stoicism. I got into stoicism. I got into Greek mythology crazy hard in the last like 2 years, but your ability to balance that between like Lord Byron, what?
He didn't get canceled. He didn't get canceled yet. So you never know, man. You never know. Some of these people you quote as of today, he's not evil in history. No, it doesn't matter. Look, I think I read something recently. Man, what was it? Oh yeah, it was a new Viktor Frankl publishing, and they say before they lead into it, and it's excerpts from his speeches and stuff. They say that art is a child of the time that it was produced. Okay. So you can't judge children. Yeah. Like, how we look back on now, some things like some heavily racist, hateful shit. Yes. But there's going to be certain words that are used in different contexts. You know what I'm saying? Like the Flintstones wanted to have a gay old time. That didn't, that expired. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
And those dudes are happy as hell, but like it's offensive to say.
You know what I'm saying? So things change, but at the same time, without throwing the baby out with the bathwater, realize no matter what Lord Byron did or said, he had a good line when he said about laughing, and that it's the cheapest medicine. So do it. So do it often. And that
my favorite Lord Byron quote, and this is one of my favorite quotes of all time, is "If I laugh at any mortal thing, 'tis that I may not weep." And that one hits me as a comic. That one hits me because like that's. For some of us comics who we're broke, we don't understand how to like really process these things. This is how we mentally process. This is our therapy. It's like, all right, I'm going to go on stage and talk about how that bitch hurt me. I'm going to go on stage and talk about like why that job fired. You're like, all right, this is how I'm going to go through that, because like, if I don't, I'm just going to cry. I'm just going to go home. I'm just going to weep.
Cry in the shower. Yeah.
Just go cry in the shower so no one knows. Yeah.
That's right.
That's why I walk in the rain. No one knows.
Oh man, no, but it's true though, bro. And I think what it does for anyone out there thinking about ways to cope or ways to deal with their shit, because if you don't deal with your shit, it deals with you.
Or you're gonna hurt the people around you.
That's right.
Most about.
And that means, so if anything, do it for them, right? Yeah. Right. But the other part of it too is that when you look for the funny, it's kind of like when gratitude, like if you start making a list of a gratitude list and it trains your brain to start looking for the good, right? And I think that in the same way, when you do comedy or you write in any way, you subconsciously or consciously look for the funny in almost everything.
Yeah.
And some shit is just a joke. Some people are literally just a joke.
Yeah.
And you can't do anything but laugh at it, because if I start thinking too hard about it, I'll start crying about it because it hurts. But some shit is just funny. And, humans are funny creatures. I am, you are, we are, and none of us are perfect. So we're all fallible. Yeah, I am because I is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Yeah. But seriously though, like if you're ever open to that comedy, try it out, right? If not you, then who? And you might not be the best, but you damn sure won't be the worst. I'll tell you that, right? And if you are,
shout out Mitt Landy. I'm kidding. I've been shitting on this guy. This is the third show I've been like, Mitt Landy. I'm kidding. I love you.
Oh, that's so funny.
It's just easy to pick on.
It's the best love in the world. That's that's our love language. I'm gonna shit on you.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Those who don't get mentioned, I know they think about it more. So
why didn't I get laughed at? Why didn't I get joked? You know.
But you just never know what's coming, man. You just never know what's coming. So to me, it helps you kind of set up your perspective, your outlook on things. And kind of when you go through life, like even the frustrating shit is some of the funniest. Like Bill Burr, if he didn't get frustrated and stuff, I don't know how funny he'd be, but he's one of my favorite all-time comedians ever. But most of the stuff that he talks about is shit that frustrates him. Yeah. So he takes and reframes that anger, that whatever, and you could do it to yourself. You could do it in your own way, right? You make it your own. That's why it's beautiful. It's an art. It's a reflection of you.
That's the honest thing about comedy is like you can tell when someone's on stage and just like, man, Nara is awful. And you're like, you don't care. Like if you're not coming from a place of like real authentic emotion, you can see that on stage. And that's why comedy is so good for those who just like, you know what? Do you not know what you're doing? It's a Thursday night. Go to that pub, go to that winery, go to that brewery, and just are they doing an open mic? And just get on stage and talk about those things, because you will find humor in that. And like Kevin Hart's one of his first, laugh at my pain.
Laugh at my pain.
It's one of these things. Like if you can find people to laugh at your pain with you, you can go so far.
Yes. And I'm grateful to you and Dwayne and Angie and man Shevitz. There's so many people around here. Keith. I don't want to misname anybody. Abe, shout out 757. Abe,
he's
what's
naming
up?
all the black comics and Abe. Keith is a black comic.
I love you, Pat. I love you, Joe. Oh man. Oh, Hannah is funny as fuck. I don't want to name off everybody, but this community in this area, if you're anywhere near this DMV,
so that was the big stigmatized thing for me that hurt. Like not hurt, but like I misunderstood. Is I'm a podcast guy. I came into this game as a podcaster. I met comics because I wanted them to do my podcast. And every podcast I listen to with comics, they're always like, comedians are just catty. They're rude and they're prima donnas. They only want to see you do as well as they are, and they don't want to see you do any better. And then I started doing comedy in what I would call is the Dwayne and Shevitz circle.
Yes, that's the perfect way of putting it.
Nobody.
No.
If I do anything well in our circle here in Northern Virginia, Angie's hitting me up. Hell yeah, dog! I see you. I'm proud of you.
Yep.
And it's just like I'll go do a show out in like Maryland, out of nowhere. Hannah shows up to the show. I'm like, what are you doing?
I'm here to support you. Yeah. Brian Sargis will literally reshare everything you do.
Everything.
I fucking love that guy.
It's crazy to me because like I went into this guarded up where I was like, all right, man, comics are gonna be not supportive, rude, and like self whatever. And I was like,
no, I haven't had that yet, and I hope I don't.
Yeah, I hope I don't. Yeah. It may be like that in other scenes. What we have here in Northern Virginia and what's been arbitrated and what's been controlled and what's been like, I compare it to a really good bar. Yeah. Like a really good bar, if a shitty dude comes in and tries to become a regular, the regulars will drive him out. If a guy comes in like, hey, what's up, bitch? Get me out. They're like, hey, get the fuck out.
You don't talk to Stephanie like that, motherfucker.
Yeah, and the Stephanie's not the one having that conversation. The GM's not having the conversation. The regulars do.
Yeah.
And I think that's what has been created in this little scene that you and I have met in.
Yes.
Where I'm like, man, it doesn't make sense to me because I thought we were all going to be like towards each other. I'm like, no, the support is crazy.
Yes, it is.
It's crazy, which makes me more scared to like leave this scene.
Oh
like,
yeah, that's the same thing with me.
Let me go to Austin. Let me go to New York. Let me go in the
same, dude. Same. If I ever stay in this area, like literally, my kid needs to finish his high school and he wants to stay in the same area. But really, it's because of y'all. Like I can have home wherever the heart is, but as long as my family's with me, it's home. But I have looked at and have focused on staying in this area post other things I'm doing right now because of the Monica Dailies of the world, because of the Keith Beckers. I love you, Monica. Ace motherfucking Jackson. I love you, bro. You know, like the people, see is over there like that. Yeah, it's cool. You know, and then the people you meet through other people that may not be full-blown comics, but like Mike is the shit. I love that guy. He's cool as fuck. Yeah, you're homeboy.
Oh, my, yeah, Mike.
Pop-Tart.
Yeah.
Pop-Tart. You know what I mean? But he's not
he's
a
so
comic.
adjacent to the community, I forget.
Exactly.
Yeah,
DJ T Looks.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Shit,
Like
Terrence.
Just good people. Fucking Kirsty and Greg, who does the bartending, the serving, the kicking people out of the Electric Palm, and it's cool as fuck.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And does comedy. The tone, like you said, I think it's the best way of putting it. That Shevitz and Dwayne White fucking circle and Emka, what they've created here to give people space, and that's not to kiss ass, that's just in keeping with gratitude. And also what Kanye said before he went off his meds, he said, if you admire someone, you should go ahead and tell them, because people never get the flowers, but they can still smell them. Some awesome people around here. And if you didn't get named right now, just trust me, I love you too. You know what I mean? Because I mean, it really is a cool ass community of people that literally are supportive.
Yeah.
And if they come to give you a critique, it's literally like from the heart. And it's like, bro, you got to slow down right there. Like, you know, oh, you know, you ran the light a little bit right there, you know, but it's not like, what the fuck are you doing, dog?
Yeah.
You ain't been doing this shit. I haven't felt that at all.
That's the thing. I'm terrified to go to a scene where that's happening. Because like, this is my first scene.
Yeah.
This is our first scene where I'm like, all right, cool. And then you go to Savannah or you go to why are they so mean? You're like, oh shit, no, I need to. Okay.
Sometimes it's some people are so ambitious as well. And I what I love here, I box a little bit, done a little bit of martial arts and different stuff like that. But the perception is when you walk past a boxing gym or something of that nature, that everyone in there is just gangster as fuck. Just wanted like, I want to eat his children. Like Mike Tyson at one interview. He was a little off then, but he's better now. But
I'll fuck you till you love me.
He's so sad. That's rude, Mike. You can't say that. That's not nice. But in all sincerity, though, like
that's a mad romantic.
When you go into a boxing gym, everybody, or like jiu-jitsu gym or any of that, everybody's like teddy bears and kind because you're in it together. And people don't, from the outside in, you think all comics are funny. All they're going to do is shit on somebody. I talked to a lady today and she was like, you do comedy? I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm not good at this shit, but I do this shit, right? And she was like, are you one of those comics I've never been to a live show that messes with the audience? And I was like, fuck no. You know what I mean? Like that's mean. And that's some headliner shit. You're allowed to do that. Like at a big forum that people literally paid a lot of money to be there. I ain't doing that shit as no, you know, glorified open micer that might get 10 minutes somewhere. That's rude. And number two, I don't want them to say some smart shit back because I'm insecure, motherfucker.
Well, you're one of those that reminds. It's one of those quotes I hear is like, you don't understand the violence it took for me to be this peaceful.
Ooh.
Where it's like, look, you may like I'm a sweet human being. You don't know what it took for me to be there. Like I'm stuck in that, and you're like, all right, cool. And then you start learning a little bit more about these people, and you're like, oh man, which makes that connection so much deeper.
Yes,
you're like, oh man, shit, Jesus, okay, cool, because everyone just assumes that like you had a hard time, and everyone else had a beautiful. They can smell the blossoms, but it's not true. Yes, people have had it. Then that's another thing I love so much about All Things Considered is the amount of times Coach Cam Campbell has said in this book, I'm not saying I had the hardest time. I'm not saying I had a harder time than you. I've just had my own time.
That's
it. So like that's the thing is too many people think they've had the hardest time. Have a conversation with someone else. We've all not had it easy. We're all Pagliacci the clown. We're out here and just like, all right, cool. Like take the time to learn that story, to talk to your neighbor and be like, all right.
Yeah.
Well, fucking let's grow together.
Yes.
If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with people.
That's it, man.
Ubuntu.
Ooh, I love it. It's true. And that's what I always say about connection and like it or not, we're all we got. And one thing I really do love is when people are real and genuine and sincere. And they'll tell you if your shirt looks stupid. Or they'll tell Shevitz that he dressed like a WNBA player's girlfriend that night.
He's a wag. WAG, wives and girlfriends.
Yes. It was fucking hilarious. I think he was going out there Aunt Jemima look, but that's what he said, rest in peace. And then he talked about Jake. He said, I don't want to steal his material, but he was like, y'all remember when Jake from State Farm was white? And then one day he was black.
I don't know that he's done this material. I've been like trying to work this on stage. He does that? That's so funny.
He said that. It's so fucking funny. He was just talking about all the PC shit. Like, Uncle Ben, I miss that motherfucker. Aunt Jemima, where'd she go? Right? And so he dressed like Aunt Jemima, but someone else was like, bro, he looks like one of the WNBA players' girlfriends. God, it was so funny.
Shout out Juwanna Man's girl.
There you go.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Oh, man. And that's the thing, too, when we go to these things, man, it's therapy just to be able to laugh and to see because like when I go, I don't care if I'm on the card, if I got picked for the mic, if I'm on the show. Like I'm a fan of just like, oh shit, Isaac's going, oh shit,
Comedy,
Hannah's going up.
just comedy,
Like I just want to see y'all perform, and if I get to get some too, cool. That's why I love like because when you're new in the game, you kind of if you do get a book show, you're lower on the card. I fucking love it. Like I would love more time, but at the same time, I like that I got it. Like I got to have my fun. Now I'm pumped up, and now I get to be full of endorphins to just watch everyone else. And like I watched Nick D's on our show that you hosted. Dude, I was like in awe of
Killer.
how.
I love these.
Oh my god! And
yeah.
oh my god, I can't think of her name right now. It's something with an M. Oh my god.
Oh, Matilda.
Matilda
Bro,
is a
Matilda
murder.
Epstein.
Matilda
my
Epstein.
Second favorite Epstein. I love her to death. She's the best. She's the best.
She was a murderer, bro.
She's such a killer.
God, she's so awesome, man. She's so awesome. But
she was so funny, like because she was able to take that position of like you don't see it a lot. So like in comedy, if you're an attractive lady on stage, they hate you.
Oh yeah,
they hate hot girl making jokes.
Yeah,
she was able to like flip that on its head. She's like, I can't believe they say that about me. Oh, so funny. Matilda is a killer
murderer.
Yeah.
She's so kind and gentle, but just when you put that mic in her hand on that light, she just is a murderer.
I mean, that just goes to show like that Dwayne and Emka are with, their D-Dub comedy. They know comedy. They can pick and choose because I've been to, I go to all of their Friday night showcases once a month, and I don't see any duds. they had me one time. That was a dud. But outside of
me too.
that,
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Outside of him and
outside of us, like they're doing great.
No, you were a lot of fun, man. I just got the video back from Justin.
Oh, my brother.
Yo, shout out Justin. Yeah,
it's actually Justin.
I know, right? It's so weird.
So it's Justin, like, because remember Gaston from Beauty and the Beast? So my pop had this thing about all the boys had to have J names. I got a brother named Chris. I don't know if he fucking knew what was going on. But anyway, so he
Chris
was like.
With the J, Juris?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it was Chris, right?
Okay.
Chris, rest in peace. But this motherfucker, so it's Jay, Jason Jr., it's Chris, it's Jurgen. Fuck you guys, right? And then Justin, right? And then there's another brothers that are like Eric. Like, come on, what are we doing here, right? But people go, are you guys like ethnic? You guys from like overseas? Like we're from like Emka, like where Emka's from?
Yeah, okay,
like no, it's just white trash people. You're
clearly not American.
It's just white trash people trying to be creative, and that's us. So there it is, embrace it. But yeah, Justin, my brother, shout out, man. I love you, dude. Like he came on his own time, on his own dime, and took footage of that show we did. And honestly, man, I'm not saying it's because of me. So
unasked for and wildly impressive. Like, I was texting him this week. I was like, what the? He sent me the clip. I was like, why did you? He goes, no, it was just him, my brother.
Yeah.
That's not normal.
I love that
like,
guy,
it's
man.
Not. It's not normal for somebody to do that. That's him. That's love. That's love.
I love that guy, man. He's so funny and he's so good. And I'm telling you out there, plug to my brother Justin Photography is on Instagram. You can follow him. You can follow me. I always share his stuff. But
you can always follow stuff for hot Hawaiian tattoo.
Oh my God.
God damn.
He went to Hawaii and did that whole shoot. I was like, bro, I don't think I need to earmuffs this or something. Like when I looked at it. Yeah. There was a lot of beautiful people in those pictures. And
I've never been turned on by Span Masubi, but all right, cool, girl.
That's my baby brother, man. I love you,
Nori
dude.
On it. What are you
he
talking
is
about?
The man. He does music too. He actually, for one of my years for my birthday, and he knows I love Rocky. He did his own. He does he has like a Green Day vibe type sound to him, and he does like grunge music. And he did a cover of the song "No Easy Way Out" from the '80s, '85 Rocky IV. Right after Apollo dies, he drives in the car and he's thinking about shit, and he did a cover, and it was so good when he posted it on SoundCloud. Right. That just made me think of Matilda's bit. No, the dude, the original, the guy who wrote that song and did the one in the movie, he was like, "This shit's good." Like, and he complimented him.
Hell
you know what I mean? So it was,
man, that's
my
awesome.
brother, he's a great artist, man. Great artist, great human, and
he's your actual brother.
He's my full blood brother. We have the same mama and daddy. Yeah.
What? Here's the thing: is you meet a Marine, they're like, "Yeah, it's my brother."
Right.
Is that battle buddy?
No, we 100% can.
Gotcha.
Didn't grow up together. He moved. He lived in Kentucky and a little bit of Virginia, but he's just my brother, man. I love that dude. I was 8 when he was born, and I was happy because he was my first little brother, and I was always a little brother with my older brothers.
Oh yeah.
And so I had sisters.
Bro,
I got a little bro. Yeah, man, love that dude. He's so fucking funny. He was raised on chocolate milk, and they used to put him in the car seat, and he would watch the Power Ranger movie over and over again. So yeah. I mean, neglect comes in many forms. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Me and my homies used to love the Power Rangers. Anybody who was a bitch, we'd call him a Billy. You're a Blue Ranger. You're a Billy.
Blue Ranger.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get out of here. It was so racist, and I don't want to steal Red's material, but when he broke down all of the Power Rangers, I never thought about how racist it is that.
Well, I know
no, he has a bit. He has it way better. I don't want to steal his material, but the sense of it is that like the cool white guy is the White Ranger, the black guy is literally the Black Ranger.
Yeah. Well, and you're talking about the breakdancer?
No, and the Yellow Ranger happened to be Asian. So like they literally stereotyped everyone on that shit. So
how dare they put the Yellow Ranger as an Asian? That is fucked up. How did she die? It's a car accident. I'm an Asian. I can say that.
He's allowed to say that. Because
Yes,
what's the bit you always say about being Asian? You always describe your composition of being Asian.
Yeah. So like, I am Asian. My dad's from Alabama. That means like I make wildly inappropriate racist jokes. My mother's from the Philippines. She was captured and brought to this country. Wow. Makes me half Asian, bottom half.
Oh, I'm telling you, man, this dude is hilarious. If you ever see him on a card, dude, if you can, go see Isaac Ignacio and also look at the Bargoyles podcast on YouTube. This dude is amazing.
Check, baby.
Yeah, got to. But what is resilience to you, bro? I know we've said lighthouse. I know we've kind of flirted with it, but like if your own definition, how you define it.
For me, it's like he who still stands. It's one of those situations where I'm like, the world happens. Everything happens around you. If you can still be on your 2 feet afterwards and continue to hopefully move forward. And here's the thing is, you don't have to continue to move forward. But if you can still be on your own 2 feet, that is resilient to me. Reminds me of one of my favorite soccer players, Roberto Baggio, lost the World Cup on a penalty kick that he missed. One of the greatest players of all time. And we in the soccer game we reference that as like
the football,
the man who died on 2 feet. Because anybody else that happens, you battle injury, you come back from injury, you tear this, you come back, you represent your country, and then you're the guy that they lost for. You fall down, you're on your knees, you come back on your shoulder, you're laying on it. This is the man who saw it happened, and he still stood on 10 toes down. There. I was like, all right. Fuck, that was me. And that's just, to me, that's what resilience is like the man who still stands is like, no matter what you're still going through, like if you can still stand, head up, chin up, and keep, hopefully move forward. That's to me what resilience is,
bro. I love that definition, and that's what I love about this word, because some people think it's a buzzword, and then sometimes people hit me with the Merriam-Webster definition of it. But the definition to me is more in line with what Marine Corps Order 5351.1, which I actually opened the book with. Not to do another plug on the book. I swear I wasn't trying to talk about the book today, but this man
I'll plug you more. Don't worry.
But where it talks about, and this is in the Combat Operational Stress Control Doctrine, it says the process, this is what resilience in the definition, and I know I did the Rocky thing earlier, but this is it for me. Not the Merriam-Webster. I know things can expand, and when they expand, they contract, and I got all that. Okay, that's science. But this is the art of living, and resilience is the process of preparing for, recovering from, and adjusting to life in the face of stress, adversity, trauma, and tragedy, right? And then not becoming significantly impaired, right? Because we're gonna fall, but to lose like that, what you just described, and the man who still stands, and still stood on his 2 feet.
Man who died on 2 feet, Roberto Baggio. It's a good documentary too. They I think it's a ESPN 30 for 30
on him.
Yeah, it's very solid. Shout out Italy, Italia soccer. It's very solid. But yeah, it is one of those like you can plan, you can prepare, you can go through. You don't know how you're going to go through it.
You don't.
Yeah.
And I see oftentimes so many people, like to the point you're making earlier about people compare so often, or they think maybe you had it harder than someone else, or you're downplaying and undermining someone else's pain.
I hate so much about that generation.
And what really strikes me, and shout out Andrew Koval, who just endured something and is continued to be resilient, but he's a police officer up north in Mass, and he's also a Marine veteran who lost his best friend in combat. And his book is called Summer 2009, A Journey of Self-Discovery Amidst the Afghanistan War. A beautiful book, but the lines that jumps out at me the most is, if it's a big deal to you, then it's a big deal, and that's all that matters.
Share your story.
Share it.
Somebody
else.
Another one of the gems of resilience. Share your story. Talk about it. Just because the people closest to you may not want to hear it again and again and again, but the more times you talk and share about your story, the more you can walk away and learn from it. Like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't see it that well. Okay, yeah. All right,
Yeah.
very, very cool.
Yeah.
And because a lot that happens, I fall victim to this all the time where I'm like, I don't need to talk about this anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I need to just fucking buck the fuck up and just
Yeah.
keep it moving.
Buck. Sorry.
Yeah, and you're like, no, man. Like we're a human being. Like this is something I'm learning from. Something I'm trying to like be better because of.
Yeah.
And I want to be better because of it, but I lost it. So now I'm like, all right, cool. Well, now I need to fucking pivot, readjust, and be resilient.
Yes. I had a lady in a training I did yesterday, Miss Felicia. Shout out to her. She said, "Life is a game of pivots." It's not just avoiding. It's not just always enduring and going headstrong at it. Sometimes you just gotta. She said, "You gotta know how to pivot." And I was like, "Damn, that's deep." Like you do, and that's what it is, man. And everyone goes about that differently. But I do think that like Maya Angelou said, Dr. Maya Angelou, we are. I believe we're as unique as our fingerprints. So we have our QR code on our fingertips. But at the same time, what she said is that we're more alike than unalike. And in saying that, when you share things,
no man is an island.
It's truth. And when you share it with others, it can give them hope to go, okay, this person endured it. And Brene Brown talks about it, like the stuff you survive will one day be a survival map for someone else. Don't keep it all to yourself.
Yeah.
It was given to you, maybe ugly, maybe good, maybe sad, maybe bad, but you can use it to help someone else. And humans don't do shit on their own. So I couldn't say enough, share it.
Well, that's something that needs to be coded in like the human DNA is like the idea. Nowadays, we think we're so insulated and singular. You're like, oh no, my experience is so uniquely me. And it is.
Right.
Granted, it is. But I promise you, you go have another conversation with the person at the coffee shop, at a comedy room, at a fucking distillery. You're going to realize like, man, we are all kind of going through it.
Yes.
And what you're going through and what I'm going through may be different. But when you find those similarities, you realize you can go a lot farther in your healing, in your like subservience of like, oh yeah, that isn't going to hold me back.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been somebody who's like, for the last like 2 years, I've been letting something hold me back. And I'm like, no, stop. You need to let that go. Drop the trailer and keep it moving. But you're only going to do that by having conversations with other people without realizing I'm not coming to you like, hey man, I'm going through this thing. Do you want to talk about it? You're like, no, man. What's up? Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Oh shit, you too? All right, cool. Like, and you're never gonna know until you like jump and have that conversation with just a stranger at a bar, with a person on Reddit, with somebody here who also read 33 grams.
Grams.
Booger sugar. It's just you never know. You never know like who you're gonna find, who's gonna change your life, which is crazy because. The first time I met you, I did nothing. I was like, all right, man, cool white guy in one of those fucking what's that? Peaky Blinders hats.
Yeah, I get it a lot.
Cool, totally guy. I promise you, you may not know the amount you've changed my life since meeting you is dumbfounding, and I don't think you're ever really gonna understand. But that's a thing. I wanted to let you know, which is why I was so nervous coming on the show because like I'm that Lord Byron quote. If I laugh at any mortal things, is that I may not weep. I'm stuck in like, hey, I'm going to make it funny. I'm going to fucking go through it and it's going to be funny, but that doesn't mean I address it. And like what you've built, your brand and everything that you represent is like, hey man, address it. And I haven't been good at that.
Yeah.
Which is why
I'm still bad at it too.
Yeah, no, we all are. Yeah,
I'm still bad at it too. But I do think to be aware of it is really half the battle, but to acknowledge it. And then, but also, like Bruce Lee said, knowing's not enough, we must apply, right? And I think one of the biggest things that we fall short on, and I do too, and I was actually talking to my therapist about this today, actually, and she was like, what do you think is why you relapse or regress or whatever the thing may be? And I was like...
Relapse specifically with just
not
anger?
Not with alcohol. I'm 6 years
alcohol?
clean on that one. Not alcohol. But I did. Many a times. It took a few times to try, right? And
no, I mean, like, what do you mean, like, what's your struggle?
Like,
what's your struggle? Right
relapse into a lesser, better version of myself, be a hypocrite, and not live up to the things that I preach and I speak, and then kind of have allowed triggers to own
control
me
you.
Instead of me own them and be aware of them, and then not avoidance, because I think that's kind of what you were just describing. Avoidance isn't good, and there's also exposure therapy, which she actually man, shout out to my doctor today. She was talking about how some of the experiences I'm enduring right now is like exposure therapy for the future.
That's good.
And I was like, wow, that's pretty dope. But I also know I've done it where I haven't. I have to consistently stay on my meds. I have to consistently stay in therapy. I have to consistently, I have to consistently do the things I know that works. Like I almost need a fucking checklist for every day. And every day is not going to be the same, but I need to know, did I express gratitude today? Did I journal today? Did I laugh today? Did I try to make someone else laugh today? Did I get a good night's rest, right? Sleep and laughter, most underrated fucking drugs in the world, by the way. So underprescribed and underutilized. Ooh, I think utilized it. Ooh, I don't know. I probably said the word wrong.
What Black Star lyric was that?
I don't,
Jesus.
I just came with it. Okay. I woke up.
I can't help it. I'm so smooth.
I woke up like this. What's up? But there's things that if I fall off and I'm not consistent, and I do talk about in the book, like with Will Smith, somebody I respect so much, no matter if I'm being perfect or not, but you can fall off, get complacent.
Yeah. Hurt people. I read it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you can do things that Chris Rock didn't deserve that in that moment, right? Didn't deserve that. That's one of my heroes as well. So, but what happened was a hurt person hurt somebody. And you ask anybody in a room full of people, who do y'all think that he was smacking that night? Was it Chris Rock? And everybody be like, nah, he was smacking some other shit, right? Because if you don't deal with your mess, it deals with you. So I know I have to stay almost to a paranoid state. I know I have to stay consistent. And if not, I will regress. And there is always going to be the ebb and flow of life, and we're not always hitting on all cylinders, but I have to watch myself. That's
the hardest thing, is like really truly understanding your demons.
Yes.
It's because like you said, and like Tony Wood says it every time he's on stage.
Hurt
people.
I love you. And it's so funny when he says it too.
Oh, no, it's so great.
God, he's hilarious.
It's so good because he says it after a moment where he goes, did I cross the line? No, you didn't cross the line. It's just that most people on stage don't want to talk about that.
Yes.
Because they can't. But he's such a pro. He talks about it, and then the crowd gets awkward. He goes, hurt people. And then he brings it right back.
Yeah.
That's crazy because people don't realize, like, the amount of people that have been so close to me that I'm like, why don't they like? What is going on? Oh, I was going through a thing, and then I hit them for it. Not like hit, but like I came at them for it. I'm like, oh man, yeah. Why did I do that? Because I was hurt.
Yeah,
that was it. Yeah, that was it.
It is
a hurt person hurt people. That's what happens.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you know, Sean, he did a track with Pelocino. I'm gonna go and shout it out. I'm gonna play it for you after this. Pelocino, my brother. I love you, Rex. My brother, man. He put my son on a track with him. And my son freestyled it just like he lives up to his name of Sean, because Sean Carter freestyles it first and then he writes it and then he tweaks it. So he did this shit like a day. It's really good. Track called Eurostep. But he is the reason that I really got consistent with seeking help, because I saw him one day in the kitchen and he was like, kind of like, you know, apprehensive and stuff. And he was like, I don't know what I was doing or what I wasn't doing, but he was like, Daddy, are you mad at me? Did I do something? And I was like, whoa. This kid is basing how he's going to feel the next however many minutes or hours off how I feel. And I was like, I can't do this to him.
It's not great being reactionary, but when you realize that you're also a lighthouse, an antenna, like putting out that kind of energy, like, oh shit, I'm affecting other people with the way I do it.
Right. While I sit here and just get through it. Yeah. Right. And that's cool. But while you're getting through it, other people may be getting shit on.
Yeah. No man is an island.
No man is an island. Yeah. So it's very deep to me and how you have, but you have to be willing to be humble enough to admit, oh, I'm fucked up. And I'll tell anybody wants to listen, hear it, read it, whatever. I am not a perfect fucking person, and I'm still trying to figure the fuck out every day. And that's the journey. I don't. But I
look at him and say, "Perfect, you're fucked up."
Yeah, you're fucked up as fuck. Yeah, you're fucked up as fuck.
I mean, you know, honestly, and like,
no, it's true, bro. But our community, and then being with y'all and seeing the light that, and then when we share things, and I know, oh shit, this dude's funny, but life's not always funny for this guy. You know what I mean? And having that.
The moment as a comic when you feel seen by like another, like Monica. Monica is the first person I ever felt saw me. I've been doing comedy. I've been doing, you know, whatever I was doing to like be my own Pagliacci, to talk about my trauma. Because that's how I started. Comedy only attracts people that are going through their own things. No one's ever like, well, I just made $1 million. Let me just get on stage and talk comedy. Yeah. No, it's a guy scraping the bottom of the barrel. Like,
true.
Well, I hope I'm not alone. And so they get on stage, and that's what happens. And I love comedy. Please come try it. You don't need to be going through a trauma to try it. We'll try it.
Yeah.
But
or just hang out. Hang out in the green room.
Hang out. Yeah. You're gonna meet some of the coolest people ever. Case in point.
Case in point, right there.
It was one of those where I was like, man, like I didn't realize how badly I was using comedy as like a rope to pull myself out of my own depression. And I was just like, oh man, cool. And then one day Monica said something to me, and I was, oh shit, there are people here. Like you guys aren't all just like pawns in a chess game of like depression. Where I was like, oh no, there are other people here, and they see you, and you need to explore that a little bit better because like. No man is an island. Don't be afraid. Don't be alone and just have these people. If you want to go far, go with friends. Ubuntu. Like that's the thing. So I was like, all right, shit. I did not get that because I always go into the room just like, what's up? And then Monica just reset me one day and I was like, I need to work on my friendships with these people because these people, like the friendships I have with these comics over the last year I've been doing comedy are so much deeper than the friendships I had for like 10, 15 years. And it sucks. It sucks because like, I'm like, oh shit. Like I've been just, I've been swimming without wings. I don't know what the fuck I've been doing. I was just like,
and you're going out about it alone. And that's one thing I definitely feel with this community of the comics here and an environment that, I guess leadership that Dwayne, that Imka, that Shevitz, that Monica has provided to all of us, right? As being mentees and like, they've set and that's what leaders do. They set the tone. They set the environment. Like if there's a dickhead out there at Electric Palm, you best to know the first one to sick them is going to be Dwayne.
They ain't gonna be back.
Nah, and Greg gonna come over there looking like a handsome Jesus, and he gonna tell him get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying?
With less better abs, but yes,
he's a bicyclist. But like, yeah, man. Oh yeah. Speaking of Electric Palm, one of the coolest dudes I've met there, and he actually moved on to the next round was Fran. Fran is a cool. Fran is so cool.
I was just texting Fran today. He had commented on some stuff.
Love you, Fran.
Hot bucks with Fran so hard.
Dog, he's so cool. His wife's cool. Like he's just a cool ass dude. Just always a smile, dog. It's not a front. It's genuine. Yeah, it's some really cool people. But for me, it's very similar to like I talked about martial arts and boxing, but also in the Marine Corps because like misery loves company. And the struggle brings bonds with each other. And I think that's why maybe comedy or comedians have such bonds when it's done the right way and that right tone is set, as is in this case, where we're all in this together and we're all going through, we eat shit.
Yeah.
You see me bomb like a motherfucker, you know what I mean? And that contest we were in, I caught the fucking shit. I was like, I showed up like this was an open mic. What the fuck did I just do, right?
You didn't do as bad as Pat, so don't worry. Get up, Pat. I love
we
it.
Love you, Pat.
Did do good.
Oh, I love Pat. That motherfucker is so funny. What does he say? He looks like Jim Gaffigan and fucking Johnny Bravo had a baby.
Well, I thought it was funny. I was like, don't say that.
Dude, he killed it. But
the moment you say that.
But the whole room popped. And a lot of us, you're right. I don't want to say people take, I think, broken out of context. I think everyone is broken in their own way. We all are. That's life, right? Like, but like look at it like kintsugi, like in Japan, where they mend it with gold and it becomes more of a beautiful thing, right? That's the resilience. That's the cracks. That's the scars that are the strongest skin.
Well, that's the toughest thing when you see like here, as somebody who grew up in Japan here in the United States, the difference between the two is like being able to toss something to the side. I'm not saying it's a uniquely American experience. I'm saying the idea of like, all right, cool, this is broken. Throw it away instead of like, let me take a little bit of gold and look, this little crack, this little imperfection now makes it better.
Yes.
It's such a Japanese thing. Like where it's like, all right, cool. Let's continue to work at it. Let's not throw it away, which is why they have the oldest average population of people. Okinawa has more 100-year-old people than anywhere else in the world. Don't throw away something that you quote unquote think is broken. Invest in gold in it. Kintsugi,
and it becomes better. It becomes better. Like I try to tell the jokes sometimes. Like Americans, we drop something and go fuck, right? And Japanese drop something and it breaks and they go fuck, but then they mend it with gold. You know what I mean? It's good. It's a way to reframe, and I think it defines resilience. So I think we're all a piece of kintsugi, but I do think that blood makes you related. Love makes you family. And there's pain and
you don't
love.
think that's not your quote?
No, it's not. It's Angel Robles.
Angel.
El Chef Bombero he almost won the whole fucking Top Chef on Telemundo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude. He was El Chef Bombero. Amazing fucking human. Yeah. Really good dude. But he literally said, blood makes you related, love makes you family. And I have a lot of blood relatives, but not all of us are family to each other, right? And that's okay. Some of us are different just because we share DNA. What did I hear? Shout out Miss Yvonne. I love you. You're an amazing light in my life. But she said to me one day when I said that quote to her, she was like, damn, that's good. I was like, I didn't say it. Angel Robles did. Firefighter up in New York, Marine, all of that. And she was like, yeah, but you also know that blood is thicker than water, but when the last time blood quenched anybody's thirst? And I was like, oh, bars, Miss Yvonne. What's up? Mic drop, motherfucker. Yeah.
That's so far the opposite of the joke I do on stage. I'm like, yo, blood is thicker than water, but my sister thick as shit. Abby.
Hi, Abby.
That's so, that's so bad. But yes, no, that was a really good point. But I'm discussing in the human being. So
yeah, we gotta laugh though, bro. And
if
most motherfuckers thinking anyway.
Thing, tis that I may not weep, man. That's my
laugh at any mortal thing.
If I laugh at any mortal thing, tis that I may not weep.
I gotta write this down. This might turn into a tattoo of Cam. So,
well, here's the thing. I've watched him write down like 3 or 4 things. I'm keeping track. I'm like, yes, man, this motherfucker out here writing shit.
Well, you know, the dullest pencil is sharper than my memory. That's a Chinese proverb. But if I don't write it down, I forget the shit because I'm at 40.
Okay, what's this one? So this was.
That was a good one.
You don't know the violence it took me to be this peaceful. Oh,
yo, bro, that shit right there.
Such a good one. That's when I shout out to Abe. I love Abe. Abe is the most sweet human being.
Yeah, he'll fuck you up if you wanted to.
He's a fucking teddy bear of a Swiss Army knife of violence. And like, the moment some shit happens, I'm like, where did you just go? He goes, no, that's in me. I was like, that's in you?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's crazy. Yeah. Because I don't know. I don't know the violence it took for him to be this peaceful.
Yeah, he's definitely a guardian angel. Yeah. We have those, like, you know, when we go out in theater or whatever, not theater like a play, but theater as in combat, and you should always have your overwatch. You should always have your guardian angels watching over you, and that dude is a guardian angel. Oh yeah. And you want to talk about a good photographer or a good videographer, like what's up? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, get him, book him.
You want to look cute? He got you,
bro. He'll make you look pretty, dog. He put a filter on
you, dog. I've got more pussy off his pictures than anybody else. I promise you that. And I've got a lot of pictures taken, so that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. I am he who still stands. That's another card.
Yes, that is another card. Good segue there. That was good. Yeah. But actually, we're talking about comedians and being hurt. 1 Degree of Separation. If y'all ain't heard of them, YouTube them, look them up. But Brad Bonar and his beautiful bride, Victoria Bonar, they lead this organization. And one of the things Brad always opens up with, he talks about comedians and depression. And he's like, you know, 80% of comedians like kind of battle depression. Mm-hmm. And he's like, and the other 20% aren't funny. So
shout out Midlandy. I keep doing it to you. You're funny.
It's love language. It's love language. Yeah, man. That's language. So so do you got any like shows or any events or anything you coming up?
Yeah, no. So the one big one I really want to advertise is October 19th at Del Rey in Alexandria. We're doing Bargoyles Live. We did our second live show on Valentine's Day. You guys were all there, L&B's. We're doing our next one October 19th at in Del Rey at Evening Star Café. It is the Halloween show. What we're doing is we're taking 8 of the best fucking comics here in the DMV area, and we're making do a roast battle as their character, as their costume. So we got Ozzy Osbourne, we got fucking Conan the Barbarian. They're doing roast battle as their character, as their costume, because it's Halloween. And then we're gonna do a fucking who's that? We're doing a Johnny Carson show beforehand.
What?
Where we get to interview all of them and then make them battle afterwards.
Are you gonna have like the rainbow colored fucking curtain? Then they come out. Yeah. Yes, here's Johnny.
Have him come out. Oh shit! Here's Ozzy Osbourne, Gabe Popescu. What do you got to say about? And then so that's our next big show for the Bargoyles. I'm very excited for that.
Bargoyles, October 19th.
October 19th.
Evening Star
Cafe.
Evening Star Cafe.
Yes.
Del Rey's, you said?
Del Rey, yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's the location.
Yes, sir.
Del Rey, Virginia. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Del Rey, VA. Okay.
Del Rey is a part of Alexandria. It's like one of those subsects, one of those little neighborhoods.
Got you. Del Rey, VA, Alexandria, October 19th at the Evening Star Cafe. That sounds like fucking fun, man.
Come out, man. It's going to be a blast.
I think I am. Yeah. I think that's my baby sister's birthday.
Come out. It'll be a blast. It's a Sunday night. It's the second Sunday before Halloween, and we're doing a Halloween roast battle. It's gonna be a
Halloween roast. That's genius. It's gonna
be fun, yeah. Bargoyles, man. We out here doing fun stuff.
No, I love it. You know, and I love the setup of Kill Tony and all that kind of shit. I sometimes don't like how they shit on comedians because some people are just trying their best, but it's funny. It's funny, right? But what I like.
Why don't you come on stage and while I laugh at you?
Yeah,
like, all right,
I'm just gonna shit on you,
Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah, you're so mean, but
you're building a career on that guy's dead bones.
You are hilarious. I'll give you that. Tony is fucking hilarious, and that red mic is pretty gangster. It's almost like Nikki Glazer's pink mic. Another human that I admire so much.
Shout out Nikki Glazer. You blocked me on Twitter
I love Nikki Glazer,
It's
man.
X.com. Sorry, my bad.
On X. But yeah, she's hilarious, man. But that
I'm
pink
blocked.
mic is tight. But and she obviously killed the roast of Tom
Now,
Brady.
her pink mic is very tight.
Oh,
That's why I'm blocked.
But I like how Dwayne and them do the riff, right? And I love it when Aaron's on there. Shout out Aaron, another comedy hero of mine.
Her name's Hannah.
Whatever. Yeah, that one. You know.
She's trying to go back to Hannah. I just found out.
Aaron is?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Aaron's like a middle name.
Oh shit.
She's trying to go back to. She's like, I'm trying to go back to Hannah. All right, whatever.
I mean, there's this guy named Shannon that did that same play. So,
he did.
Yeah.
Put out a special. So.
Yeah, look at that, though. That's funny. That's a local hero around here. A good dude that gives a lot of other people time and space. Shout out to Dwayne White special, A Boy Named Shannon. It was really cool to see, like, a hero of ours, like, doing an actual show that's on Prime, that's on. You can listen to it. You can watch it. He actually says you don't even have to listen to it. You could just press play and just leave it playing in the background. So let's give him some spins, y'all, because he gives a lot of people
spam
some
it up,
time.
baby. Let them know. Put those numbers up.
Yeah,
those are rookie numbers.
Yeah. If we're plugging shows, Tim Lulis, good friend of mine, good mentor of mine down in Norfolk, down in the Tidewater area, out of Kazi's, a Portsmouth native, but he had a special too this year come out called Sugar Glider. So it's a good dude. Yeah, he's the big fofo. Yeah, you got to hear his bit on it. That's why he named those. It's so fucking good. But yeah, so October 19th at the Delray VA Evening Star Cafe. And to follow the show or listen to it on YouTube or anything like that, it's the Bar Girls, right?
BARGOYLES the podcast. Yeah, check us out on anywhere you get your podcasts. We're having a good time. Here's the thing is, there are so many podcasts that want to interview cool people, the greatest people, the funniest people you ever met.
Yep.
If you've ever been to a bar, the best story you're going to tell, the best story you're ever going to hear is the guy sitting next to you.
It's true.
That's it. Every single person who's at a bar on a Tuesday afternoon, on a Wednesday afternoon, who's going through a divorce or the county don't let him pick trash no more, you don't know. Those guys have the best stories.
Oh, yeah.
And that's where Bar Girls are. We're the median. We're like, hey, man, I want to hear that story.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear about the hoity-toity. Oh, you have a clarified milk cocktail, strawberry.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Good for you. Best bartender in the world. Cool. Do the show.
Yeah.
I'd rather hear the story about the guy who's like working a garbage trail, who's like, oh man, shit. On my third stop, I see this one lady. I'm like, what do you see from that lady? Like,
Yeah.
The stories you hear at a bar every single day are the stories that need to be told to everyone else, and that's what we are. We're just we're the catamount, we're the precipice, we're the launching pad. Tell those stories, because those stories are the best. Because it's me and you. Those are the stories. It's me and you. Tell the me and you story at the BARGOYLES. Hit us up, BARGOYLESThePodcast at gmail.com. Hit us up on whatever outlet there is. We're there. We would love to hear it.
Yeah, I've done Voices in the Silence. Shout out my brother Mark who does that show. And then I did y'all's show. That was the only 2 times I've ever been on a podcast. I did a distance podcast with my man Mark because he's in South Carolina and I'm up here in VA. But y'all's setup, I'm telling y'all, man, they have like 8 cameras. I don't know the real count. 4. Yeah. But like the professionalism, I was like, man, I'm fucking out of my league. Like, what the fuck? I thought I was doing a show. Like they have like
you are doing a show.
No, I am. But
I've been so nervous about your show.
But the way y'all change camera angles, y'all have a flow, y'all have games you play, like and the research you do on the person, with the person, before the person actually gets on the mic. It's just a fun show to listen to, man. But what I really love is that you have real people on there, because I think about it like when history, like if we watch, that's why I love the movie Gangs in New York so much, right? Because
so good,
that same time was such a historical time. But you know what? I probably wouldn't have been Lincoln or Ulysses S. Grant, or some of these figureheads.
Fucking William Butcher.
I would have been maybe if he was a cool dude, right? But I would have probably.
Oh, you'd be the girl with the fucking iron claws just jumping over,
bro. Or I would be the motherfucker getting off that boat and getting handed a rifle, and it was like, oh, freedom! I'm here. I'm here because of the potato famine.
Welcome for freedom. Go down to South Carolina and fight for it.
Yeah. Or like what Shane Gillis say, we're gonna walk down there for like a month and shoot him a lot. Who's talking shit? Yeah. Oh my God, dude, that bit is still so funny to me. When he'd be like, the North was like, the North and South was basically just shooting. The North was shooting racism out of the South, and like one day a dude comes by on a horse, because that's why you get your news like once a month, and they were like, yo, stop talking shit. He's like, who's talking shit? Let's walk down there for a month, and I'm gonna shoot him a lot.
So good.
And then
So good.
you gotta listen to it. It's on the Live in Austin. It's on YouTube. It's on everything. That's my favorite Shane Gillis special. The first one that came out.
Check out Shane. He's friends with me on Facebook because
For real?
I knew him before he blew up, and then
Really?
he fucking deleted his Facebook.
What?
shit.
You know
Yeah.
Shane Gillis?
So on his Netflix special that he shot here in Virginia.
What's
at Capital One, not at Capital One, the Capital One Music Hall or whatever.
Okay.
I got one of those in.
You were there.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
No, so go back, listen to the. I don't know if it's called Beautiful.
It's the one on
Dogs.
Netflix, right?
The Beautiful Dogs. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Beautiful Dogs.
He's
yeah.
on there and he's like, man, these fucking whites are out of control. We need to get them together. I was like, yeah. Like, yeah, man. Yeah. That's
You're
me.
the guy.
That's me. I'm the guy. I was
You
like,
like
yeah, man.
heckled and endorsed them at the same time.
Hey, you white people think you're so cool. I was jumping on. I was like, yeah, man. He was like, yeah, fucking A. So,
Wow,
yeah,
bro. That's
my biggest claim to fame is a on a Shane Gillis
wow.
feature.
Yeah.
We're going to work it. It's going to be more, but until now.
Shane is killing the game, man.
Yeah.
That dude is hilarious. And I love Nick Anthony, too, because they hold the mic the same way. And I know he's not mocking him. It's just
Nick
that
keeps
style.
trying to pretend he's not doing it. And I'm like, Nick,
He grips.
It,
I've never seen anybody hold the mic like
Yeah.
Nick Anthony and Shane Gillis. They hold it with two hands,
Yeah.
just like this, like a kid when you first get a big kid cup and you hold that shit with two hands. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like that. Like you get that Kool-Aid in there.
I don't know. Anyways, here's the funniest joke you've ever heard. Like, oh shit, good for you, Nick Anthony.
Yeah.
He's so fucking funny.
And the mic is always greasy afterwards, but you know it's because he did it right.
Yeah.
He worked that
he's
thing.
Italian.
Yeah,
so.
he's a hilarious dude, man, Nick Anthony, and he won the whole Electric Palm.
Yes. August 22nd, we had the second round, the final competition for it was Dwayne's competition.
Yes,
Nick Anthony crushed.
bro, he is so hilarious.
He crushed so hard. I was one of the finalists. After the show, we're outside. He's like, I'm gonna hang out here. I was like, go inside, dog. You won. He's like, what? And I was like, no. You won. He is so talented.
Yes,
He is so funny.
and humble.
Yeah. Oh,
so
God.
humble, dude.
Yeah.
One of the coolest down to earth dudes, man.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out Nick Anthony. We love. Hey, come to the show, man.
Come
on,
to the show. Yeah,
Yeah.
come to the shows. Another hero of mine. Look, so if I do open mic and I see your name on there, right, and I see, goddamn, Eddie's name on there, man.
Oh, Eddie Hoff.
If I see
He's
Eddie
my
Hoffman on a
guy.
mic, dude,
Eddie Hoff's my fucking guy.
I turn into a fan that night. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit.
Mm.
Like if y'all are there, y'all performing, and Monica's performing, and there's a host of other people. Like I'm just like, I kind of want to get my 5 minutes over with and just watch. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like tuned in, and that's another thing too. If you out there doing comedy, while you're there, like be present, be in the moment. We talked about this too shall pass shit. I know you got to work out your own shit and prep it, but try to prep it on the ride there or some other time, so that way while you're there to support
Well, if you
your
can't
people.
appreciate the other shit that's happening, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Like,
but you know, you go to mics sometimes all across. I've been to mics, California, Virginia, all over the place, and Japan. I used to host them. Like some comics, and I know it's the nature of the beast, right? But you're inside your head thinking about what the fuck you're gonna say when your time comes.
Yep.
That you miss the mark on giving that person their due laughter
Yes. Yeah.
or non-laughter or whatever the case may be. So it's something I try to be aware of. It's like it's kind of like if you're like with your kids or something or somebody you love. Like I haven't looked at my phone the whole time we've been talking, right?
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's a distraction to you and that's taking me away from this moment with you. So I think sometimes with comedians especially, we put the high definition ADHD most of the time. Most
the
of us
blinders.
we'll not focus on the craft of before us, and we're just waiting for our time. And it's kind of back to the American problem of we don't listen when people talk. We wait for our turn to speak. Yeah. So there's something there. So just, this is a courtesy, because
say your goodbye. I gotta pee. So say goodbye. Yeah.
We gotta do pee. All right. So
if you want to keep going after
I'm
that,
gonna keep going for a second.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep going. There's the head, the latrine, whatever you want to call it, is right there. If we had X-ray, we could see through the wall. We could see Isaac. Yeah, he gotta go pee. But no, sincerely though, like get out there, try it. There's an organization I always try to plug is Armed Services Arts Partnership, and Dwayne White we've referenced, and also Monica Daly and even Red Williams are all instructors in that and great humans. And there's so many more, man. Kristen, oh my God, just there's so many cool. Melissa Duke, there's some great comedians and cool ass people. But anyone that's in or is out or is a veteran or is connected to military service in any way, like let's say your grandma was in Vietnam or served in the 80s or whatever the case may be, right? you qualify and you can submit on asap.org. And they have a host of classes from improv classes to writing classes. I'm taking an authorship class on September 27th. I already wrote a book. I'm not saying, but also you could teach an old devil dog new tricks, right? So I'm going to try to learn how to do it better. And it's a class given by veterans for veterans, and in the spirit of giving people healthy outlets of shit to do. So, but it's from that to stand-up comedy to acting to, man, they have so much cool stuff. So why not just try it? And you can do it in person down in Norfolk, Virginia, in San Diego, California, Indianapolis, Indiana. And you can also do their classes virtually. I've done both. I've done in person and I've done virtual, and ASAP is an amazing organization. And again, Monica, Dwayne.
They've been expanding. They're doing more classes,
David Katash. Oh my God. Fucking killers, dude. Like, and mentors that actually want to see people do good, right? And you know, steel sharpens steel. So as you teach, you learn. And I don't know.
Iron sharpens iron.
Well, I say steel sharp. Marine Corps says steel sharpens steel. I know the Bible says iron sharpens iron.
Okay,
yeah. We say steel sharpens steel.
Oh shit!
If you said iron sharpens iron, somebody be like, that doesn't represent what I believe in, and they'll get offended or some shit. So steel sharpens steel. That's what we say in the Corps. But iron sharpens iron. Oh, I forgot what that's Proverbs, right? I think it's somewhere in the Bible. Yeah. Iron sharpens iron, steel sharpens steel.
No, steel sharpens steel, whatever.
Yeah.
Cool.
While you're in
obsidian sharpens obsidian. That's where I'm at. Yeah, these
Jello sharpens Jello.
Steel motherfuckers. Yeah, obsidian. I don't know, yeah.
Titanium sharpens titanium. Yeah. We can keep going with this. It's pretty cool. Nouns sharpen nouns.
Forever. Love, what's up?
What's up? What's up,
I talked to him so long.
Dude, we got to do this again, and I got to be on y'all show again. We were talking about some cool shit, and it's good. And somebody needed to hear something you said out there today, and that's why we do this show. Shout out to Dr. King and being willing to do what he did, sacrifice his life for others. And so many activists at that time are dead, and they died for a cause bigger than them. That's 62 years ago, the Million Man March and I Have a Dream speech, 62 years ago. The whole preface, the whole idea of this show is where my ego really wants the Million Man March to reach and teach and touch that many people, right? Touch sounds weird, but you know what I'm saying? But at the end,
you're a Washington fan, not a lot of touchdowns. Yeah,
that's facts. Yeah, that's true. Good. Do you see that dig he just did right there? I'm gonna get Chevy.
I'm a Titans fan. What do we do?
I don't know, that one kick thing, whatever that was, that onside kick.
You're talking
thing.
About the Music City Miracle?
You know that shit. It happened.
Ooh,
and y'all did have the legendary
Kevin Dyson to Frank Wycheck across the field against the Buffalo Bills to bring us to the Super Bowl in 1999.
And Dyson got tackled right at the one, right?
No. He crossed it. Also, you think it was a forward pass. It was not. We disputed it. So. No.
Love that team, though. That team, that Titans
team. Yeah, you're thinking of Dyson getting...
When he stopped in the Super Bowl, right? Got tackled right there.
You know who tackled him? You would love the guy who tackled him. Mike Jones.
Oh, Mike Jones.
Mike Jones from the Rams.
Yes. I remember watching the Super Bowl because that was in the year 2000. Yeah. The year 2000. You remember when Conan used to do it on the show?
That was the first year I went to Okinawa. So
there it is. So I remember you talking about this. You're playing Madden and like they won. You're like, all right, I guess I'm a Titans fan now. Yeah. All right, fucking roll with them. That's loyalty. Let's take it through them with the thick and thin. That's what we got to do with those we love. And
I was still a Titans fan, man. It sucks.
They do got some bomb.
25 years.
They do got some tight colors and some tight
colors is crisp. Yeah.
Tennessee Titans, and even when they rock the throwback, because Earl Campbell, one of the best running backs ever, last name Campbell, good. Mm-hmm. So I always got love for that team.
It's the only team that has 3 2,000-yard rushers. So I'm just saying,
ain't
no one close. No other team has more than one.
We're talking about Eddie George. We're talking about Chris Johnson.
Is George? I don't know if Eddie George ever did. I thought it was Earl.
Okay, Earl Campbell. Yeah, Earl Campbell.
CJ, and Derek.
The Derrick Henry. Goodness gracious, that guy, beast, dude.
We got 3 2K.
I actually want the Ravens to win a Super Bowl just for him. And I want to see Lamar get his shine. And Baltimore needs something.
Why did he do it with us, man? Why did he do it with us?
I don't know. I don't know what happened there because y'all had a good coach that's now the coach of the Patriots. I don't know why. You got to. The NFL stands for not for long. Whole nother story for a whole nother day. But dude, you got to give people time to build something.
I got tossed out of Royal Farms in Baltimore because I was too much of a Titans fan.
Oh man!
It was after Derrick Henry after the Titans beat the Ravens 2019.
Okay.
Lamar had his MVP season.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got knocked out by my boys.
I remember that year.
Lamar went crazy.
Yeah.
Derrick went crazier.
Yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope. Yeah. Yeah, but I was telling them about ASAP, and I plug it all the time.
There's so many good programs. There's so many good programs, and there's so many good people you're gonna meet. Whether you're trying to do storytelling with Stephanie Gibraldi, whether you're trying to fucking just learn a little bit of comedy. Dwayne's part of that. He's been he's been so famous he can't do it anymore.
He is very famous.
There
yeah.
are so many great programs of whether or not what you're trying to learn, and what the beautiful thing about it is there's no expectation for afterwards.
Yeah.
One of my biggest things is like you see somebody do a comedy class, and then like 3 weeks afterwards, like, are you not? They're like, no, I'm really not. But the ASAP program is like, no, if that's what you needed to work past whatever little anxiety you have and you want to tell a story, you're great. If you needed to get to where you are now and just be a hilarious comic, shout out Fran. That's how that works. Yeah.
Fran's so hilarious. I couldn't believe that I know he did it before and then he took the class. He did what I did. He jumped back into it by getting through ASAP. But like you get a fresh 5 minutes out of it. Yeah. And the whole idea is not to practice things you've done before, to write freshly. And they like I had Melissa Duke, I had Kristen, I've had Sarah, I've had David Katash, like some really good mentors that seriously want to see you do good. And I know damn well right now I could send them a shitty bit that I'm trying to work on and they would help me with it.
100%.
And it's just like it's like the gift that keeps giving. So, but the coolest part is if I didn't take ASAP, that I was encouraged to take by, oh my God, amazing humans, right? Amazing Marine veterans and other people. Like, you ever heard of ASAP, right? And so,
well, I've heard of ASAP because I'm a drunk driver here in Virginia.
Oh, the Army Substance Abuse Program. What does they call it? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But Amy put me onto it, and then it just went from there, man. But what it tapped me into was I met Angie, and then Angie was like, "I'm doing mics around here right now," and she invited me out to Chevitz. That was the first night I met you, and then it grew from there. And then I found out Dwayne's an instructor with it. But I'm just saying, like, you got to be willing to take a leap of faith and just stand on your own too. Try something new out. Like they even have a class on podcasting now. Right? Yeah. Like you can learn how to do a podcast. Like, I need to take it. Much stuff
I'm legally allowed to take it. I got some service.
And that's the point right there. He never actually, you don't have a DD-214. You didn't serve on active duty, but because your father is a Marine, you are qualified to submit for the class, right? So that can mean, I don't know what that means for you, but they'll let you in. They want to let people in. So it's a great organization. I'm actually trying to do a fundraiser for them on my Facebook and Instagram. So if you want to donate to them, it goes to a good cause.
Please do, because Dwayne White says he has to raise $1,000 a year on it, and he said he only raised $50.
Yeah, you can give a little bit of Dwayne's pot, but then give pot to Cam's pot. No, I'm just playing.
But whatever raises money for ASAP, like it's a program that is so underappreciated, because 9 times out of 10, when someone goes to a mic and they're doing a little bit of comedy, you don't realize like those guys who have fucking fought for your freedom, those guys who are like out there just doing the most diabolical things in the world, who are like, all right, cool. How do you want them to deal with their PTSD? Do you want them to shoot up a school in Minnesota, or do you want them to do comedy? Let's fucking do some comedy, because we can all laugh, we can all love and enjoy that.
Yes.
And every single story I've heard from a comedian, I promise you, has been so much funnier than I've heard from shout out Midlandy. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
It's like it's one of those. So like, understand that therapy works different for every single person. Right. But when it comes to the military, Fran, you're hilarious. Keith, you're hilarious.
God.
Cam, you're hilarious.
Thanks, bro.
Dwayne, you're hilarious. These people have a sense of duty that they've done, and then they go like, all right, let me make this funny. And it's so fucking good.
Yeah.
It's so fucking. So go out, support, love, check out ASAP Comedy. If you go to support, fucking give some money.
ASAP.org. You can look them up, man. I mean, doing amazing things for people who need that outlet, or else they would maybe go and do what you just described in Minneapolis, because you need a healthy outlet, right? And Demi Chang is the first person. Anytime I need advice or anything like that, like she is so. One time I was like, man, I didn't make it to a mic in like 2 weeks. I had this going. Sean was doing basketball. She was like, comedy will always be there. Your kid's not always going to play basketball. But just like a friend telling you something you need to hear. Just shit like that. That's just Demi Chang. And
I was in Austin. I was doing like Kill Tony. I signed up for all this shit.
Yeah.
We hung out one night, and I was just like, man.
She's a good human, man. Good people.
Damn, hell yeah.
And we got to shout out to the OGs too, Kevin Gartland and Turk. I just got to say hey to y'all, motherfucking old New Yorker motherfucker. New York.
The fucking New York.
The New Yorkers. You know what they're starting to remind me of? You remember in the Muppet Show, in the Muppets, the two guys that would just heckle?
Waldorf?
Yes, they'll be up in the. That's what they're turning into in my life. But I love both of them. Yeah, they're turning into that. Yeah. I'm trying to name names because there's great people in this area. But you know, I do agree that we all have our own story. We all have our own struggles. So you never know. And my perspective on the show is whether you're 5 or 85 and you're alive, then you know how to thrive and stay alive. And when you share that, that may help someone else survive. right? So I welcome, this is an open invite for anybody. As long as you're not gonna make anybody's life worse or talk some hate or some fucking malicious mean shit, come on the show. First Amendment in full effect. Let's get it out there. Let's share it in a real way, right? Because what I'm trying to do is what Dr. Craig Bryan said. He said to do suicide prevention well, we have to do more than just stop people from dying. We have to help them live a life worth living. And that's where this show comes in, to help people live a life worth living. And sometimes that's sharing and giving your truth, and that resonates with someone else. So you just never know. The effect you have on others is the most valuable currency there is. That's what Jim Carrey said. So you never know the effect you may have by coming on here. And I thank you for your time, bro. I thank you for being here. Thank you for all the love, the flowers that I probably don't deserve, man. I love you. I respect you.
Trust, I don't deserve it either. So.
I admire you. That fucking suit is so cool. Even if you're not watching the video of this, you need to go on YouTube and watch the video of this. Just look up Coach Cam Campbell on YouTube and you'll watch the video of this.
My job told me today it was too vacation-y. They're like,
what?
They're like, hey, are you on vacation? I was like, no. They're like, so why did you wear that? I was like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Kobe said it. Rest in peace. His birthday was last week. They don't hate the good ones. They hate the great ones. So fuck them. Fuck them. Like Bernie Mac said when he's Uncle Fester in House Party 3. But in all this talk about, good things, bad things, death, and all that kind of stuff, the sad news is, brother, that I know with military and veterans, 7,300 veterans or active duty die both a year from death by suicide. A year. That's 20 per day. That's estimated, right? And the numbers in our country right now are off the chains. And we can blame it on COVID. We can blame it on this administration. We can blame it on that administration. We can blame it on this. Look, shit is not getting better. And we're losing a lot of people to a preventable way of death. And you can't see it now, brothers and sisters, but this too shall pass. You don't know who or what is coming down the road of life.
So somebody going through that, what's the thing you say to them?
Because we always want to say something after.
Yeah.
So someone out there who's contemplating suicide right now is like, fuck this life. Or worse, they want to do like a homicide suicide because that's fucking piece of shit selfish. Anyone listening right now. But to the person that just wants to hurt themselves, we always want to say something after. What would you say to that person before, if you could?
You a mans? You my homie? You my homegirl? If you're going through it, I promise you, I'd rather listen to your story than your eulogy. 100%. I'd rather you just tell me about like, all right, cool. What's up with this? Talk to me about your moms. Talk to me about your dad. Oh shit, that shit sucks. I will listen to that story any day.
Yes.
More than I'd rather listen to someone else tell your eulogy.
Amen. Nah, that's some church right there. That's real. That's real. And that's real. And you know what? You don't know until you ask for help. You don't know how better it could be, how different it could be. And maybe you'll call one person and, he was at work getting laughed at for his suit, so he couldn't answer the phone at that time. So call somebody the fuck else, right? Yeah. That suit is awesome, by the way. Yeah. I'm just saying, though. It kind of reminds me when Bruce Lee was in an interview with the guy. I think he's like...
Be like water.
He said, hey, yeah, water can be formless, it can be shapeless. Be water, my friend. I was watching it today. They did it with a baby on the Bruce Lee Family Store page. Yeah. And they'll recreate with a baby. I do it on this show sometimes. Yeah. I make myself a baby. I'm going to do it with us. We're going to make ourselves babies.
We're babies.
We're going to be babies. And the AI shit or whatever. And then somebody probably steals our DNAs in some way. But anyway, 23andMe shout out. Okay, I gave that shit away. But I know how much Irish I am. That's fun. Oh my God. Could you imagine that like 30 years ago, people being like, yo, I want to know your DNA. You'd be like, fuck no. And it'd be like, well, you want to know why you sneeze when
Who the fuck are you to try to figure out how to be DNA fucking A? You're trying to get me to spit into a fucking tube?
That's what it would be. That's what it would be. But they're like, or our facial recognition. I heard a comic say it one time, and it's like, but do you want to see what you look like when you're old? And you're like, I'll give that shit up all day. I want to know how much West African I am, or not, right?
Sub-Saharan.
Yeah, all of that good shit. But yeah, we're at a different time right now. We're losing a lot of people, and I think it's beautiful what you just shared to say to somebody, I would love to be there for you. Give me the opportunity. I heard Simon Sinek talk about that recently. Like,
I'd rather hear your story than your eulogy, man. I promise you.
There's a lot of friends out there that you're robbing them of the opportunity to be your friend and be there for you. So don't do that. Don't rob everybody. And you never know who or what is coming down the road.
The last thing I want to call my friend is a coward. And I'm like, bro, if you take a temporary solution on a permanent problem, if you take a permanent solution on a temporary problem, I love you to death. You're a coward, man. What the fuck?
Don't do it.
Talk to me. Let's go move that. Let's go move the goalpost because. Bro, like 100%. I promise you, I will be there for you. If I'm not going to be there, you have people who are there for you.
They want to be there for you.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. They do. Because nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to go hear a eulogy. They don't.
No.
I promise you, I want to hear about the fucking girl who broke your heart because she didn't give you a supersized meal. That's cool. That's a funny story to me.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Yes.
I'd rather talk about that any day versus, well, he ain't here no more.
Because that is permanent. And there's a lot of people challenge me on this and I go, oh, divorce is permanent, death. But it is. But the one thing that's definitely permanent is you not being here anymore.
Mhm.
And that's the one thing that in this context, we have control over. So that's why I say that. That's why I challenge anyone on that. And that's why I say what you just said. Don't choose a permanent solution over a temporary problem. You can't see it now, my friend. You probably got offended by half the shit I've said today on the subject. You can't see it now, but you have no fucking idea who or what is coming down the road of life. I wouldn't even know my little daughter if I'd have done what I attempted to do. I wouldn't even know this man or have been able to, you said, touch people and help people, not touch people in a weird way. But you know what I'm saying? That wouldn't have happened. Be the lighthouse for however many that need your light. But if you're not here no more, you're extinguished because you chose that. Man, we're all at a loss and we love you and people love you. Whether you can't feel it or know it now or somebody's going to love you, just keep moving forward, man. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for being here.
Hello, baby.
I love you, bro.
Thank you.
Any last minute shout outs, plugs, follow you? How can people follow you?
BARGOYLES the podcast, Mr. Ignacio, MisterIgnacio, Ignacio, IG.
Mister, yeah. I'm gonna share it in the show notes, man. I'm gonna get this guy's bio out there.
Come on, check it out. But if not, fucking watch the Coach Cam episode on BARGOYLES, man.
Yeah, it was fun.
A lot of fun. The greatest shirt we've ever created.
Best shirt. Not the best guest, but the best shirt ever.
He said it, not me. He's right though.
They thought it though. Hey, shout out again to Monchichi Rex, aka Pelocino, for this track. I love y'all. Please remember, this was no reflection of any official organization. Just us, two humans expressing themselves using our First Amendment. We defend it, so we shall expend it. So that's what it's all right there. And just remember, we are sponsored by nobody.
And who can sponsor you like this?
Thank y'all. Much love. Keep moving forward. Thanks, bro.